long after I started first grade that I began falling behind. My first grade teacher, Mrs. Titches, was the first to notice that something was off. I had trouble paying attention in class. I was constantly losing things. I couldn't follow directions to save my life. And most importantly, I could not read. Throughout the year, my parents attended countless parent-teacher conferences discussing what was at the root of these problems, and they tried dozens of strategies to help me stay organized and engaged in the classroom. All of my folders were labeled and color-coded. Mrs. Titches made me a cubicle out of cardboard boxes to keep me from getting distracted by my peers. She even had a speaker system installed in the classroom in the hopes that amplifying her voice while she was giving directions would be enough to command my attention. It wasn't. She tried everything she could think of, anything she thought might work. She had 25 other students to worry about, and still she went above and beyond to make sure that I didn't get left behind that year. My point in saying all of this is that there are a lot of good teachers out there. They may not always know the best way to help students with learning differences, but they play a critical role in the process. They are your first line of defense, and without their keen observation and willingness to intervene, many kids with learning differences would never get the help they need. Fortunately, that summer I came to ILD and began working with reading specialist Kathy Doyle. Kathy was exactly what I needed. She was calm and patient and observant. When she noticed me fidgeting with things in my pockets during our session, she made a habit that I empty my pockets before our session so I should give her my full attention. I came to enjoy this ritual. On the days when I had lessons with Kathy, I would stuff my pockets full of things so I didn't have to show her. I was comfortable with her, and I liked her, so it was easy to learn from her. When I no longer needed her help, I wanted to continue our sessions anyways. She assured me that if I ever needed her help again, she was only a phone call away. That was my security blanket. I knew I could always call Kathy if I needed her. Years later, when I was in high school, the SMARTS program was founded, and I reconnected with ILD to join the program as a mentor and member of the student leadership committee. My first encounter with SMARTS was at the program's first end-of-the-year event, and I knew before leaving that day that this was a program I wanted to be a part of. At the most basic level, the objective of the SMARTS program was to create a fun and supportive community for kids with learning differences. But what does that support system really look like? Kids with learning differences experience a wide variety of academic, social, and emotional challenges, and the support system has to reflect them. To address the academic component, we teach kids executive function strategies to help them organize themselves, set priorities and goals, manage their time, and think about problems in new ways. As a mentor, modeling these skills is essential to getting mentees to start using them and continue using them long term. On the social emotional side, growing up with a learning difference can be hard, and it can have huge repercussions on self-esteem. This is something that has to be addressed in order to make progress. At SMARTS, we help kids recognize and appreciate the things that they're good at, and we expose them to all sorts of new games, activities, art forms, you name it, to help them find new things they like doing that they can use as an outlet. Now, back to my story. I'm at the first SMARTS event, and we have a guest speaker, a successful local businessman who also has a learning difference. Picture a room full of kids sitting cross-legged on the floor, waiting for his words. He began, and I'm paraphrasing because it was 5-10 years ago. Each and every one of you is special. Did you know that? Nods across the room. Kids had all heard this before. Do you know why? Do you know why you're special? You have an advantage. You have an advantage because you have a learning difficulty. You already know how to work hard. You've had to work hard your entire life. You understand you need to work for what you want, and not everyone gets that. That's your advantage. This truth resonated with me and with everyone else in the room. It immediately changed the way I thought about my learning difference and my future. But why? There is so much emphasis placed in our society on being smart and successful. And for kids with learning difficulties that feel like learning is outside of their control, this can feel like all their life sentence. But if there's one thing that kids with learning differences can identify with, it's struggle. It's hard work. It's perseverance and resilience in the face of challenge. So when you tell them that they're poised for success not in spite of their learning differences, but because of their learning differences, it's no wonder you get through them. I think we all left the room that day feeling strangely self-righteous about our learning differences. I know I did. And that feeling stuck with me. Working late into the night, writing papers, studying for exams, it still stuck with me, and it kept me going. I didn't realize this until college, but the reason it bothered me so much, that it took so much longer for me to do my work than my peers, was not because I didn't feel it was fair that I had to spend so much more time, or I wanted to do other things, but because I was afraid this meant I could never be successful. Growing up, I always assumed that there was a direct one-for-one link between being smart and being successful. I never really identified as being a smart person, so the realization that success takes hard work was oddly kind of liberating. I was no longer so worried about being smart because I felt like I could make up for it with my work. If you were to ask me in elementary school if I could trade my brain for one that burned normally, I would have said yes in a heartbeat. If you were to ask me the same question in middle school, I would have given you the same answer. If you were to ask me that question today, I'd say no. Absolutely no. I have an advantage. Why would I give that up?